Welcome back. Today we are going to continue the concept of importing and exporting data from MySQL. Uh, in our yesterday's class, whatever the string that I formatted, so long back I was using that format. Whatever the format that slide is giving, the SQL textbook PDF is giving, that also you can try. But as I said, there is no one solution for a single problem. In Python, multiple ways are there to do the same thing. Creating a string is required. Getting Manoj, how are you? How are you feeling now? Yeah, please take a chair. Uh, what happens? Yesterday we created a string which is using a format function. If you could have analyzed the string, whatever the variable we create inside using curly braces, it will become a variable to the format function, and we can supply the value to that one. Accordingly, the new system created. That one, that approach I tried, and it was so nicely working. So we can go with that. And not all the command requires that. Wherever we need to supply the value, for example, select all from means it doesn't need variable value. Straight away, you can put it in double quote and you can supply the string. Otherwise, yeah, it is a bit problem. Say for example, yesterday we created, let me project the spider window, little bit we can explore some of the ideas. Randomly we can try something. Uh, Now, in a spider window, if you recall, all these things were available. Now, I want to create a new project. I'm not going to create anything. Most of the thing I will copy. This one I want to copy. This one I want to copy. And I don't need to create any data to insert. So I'm not going to do anything. Uh, Commit is also not required. Only thing is I'm going to execute a command. I want to print that data frame to the monitor. Now this is something writing the data to data frame. Now this is something like export. This program is an example for export. Now, if you have seen in the slides yesterday, the second example is also somewhat talking about exporting the data. If you take this simple example, this example is also what it is saying: update employee set name Sachin Bhardwaj. Something it is modifying. Something it is modifying where the employee value is equal to 101. Now, I will go back to workbench. I will go back to workbench. These are all college data. Okay, I will delete. Uh, what it is called as, what was the database we used? Use database is company. Company, right? Yes, company. Now, no, you unknown database company. No, is there show databases? Okay, show database. What was the name of the database? Huh? Bangalore was the database. Yes, yes, you are right. Use Bangalore database. After that, show tables. Only one table is there. For example, if I say select all from uh, company, select all from company, it is displaying me all the company. Now what I will do, this is what we did in the previous class. This is what we did. Now this is what the database we created. No, it was not. Database is you knew, and the table name was something called as insert into a student table. You knew and a student table. I will use the same database. So use you knew. Gautami, I'm typing in what it is called as in a workbench. Just if you want, I can project that window. Wait. Yeah. Now use you knew. After that, select all from student database table. So now Narasimha is roll number is 100. Now the full name, first name is Narasimha. Little bit we will modify the first name, or otherwise we will change the last name. We will change the last name. How can we do that? This is something modifying the data. Modification is sent to database. Modification is sent to database. If you see the simple program in your slide, as usual connector is downloaded, as usual pandas is required, as usual connection has to be created, then a cursor object is created, and then the update query string is built. Update query is built. Update is a SQL query. It is not part of Python. Whatever we are putting in the string, all the string values are nothing but a structured query language that we are sending to SQL server. SQL server will execute that. Now after that, what we are doing? Execute, commit, close. After that, update is performed successfully. We can go there and we can check in the workbench. Now let me start the spider. Let me start the spider. We know what are the things available. L name we have to change. L name we have to change. Now I'm going to spider. In this program, everything is okay. So far it is good. So far no issues. Now I want to create a string called as, I will put it triple quote. Update. What is the table name? Student. Set L name equal to, tell me father name, something, otherwise you tell me your city name. Yeah, Nellore. Okay, simply for the sake of experiment, Nellore, where you know the roll number ID is that 100. What is the column name? Roll number. So we can say that in the program string when we create, where roll number should be equal to, or I can make like this. After that, format R is equal to 100. Got it now? Now what I can do? Connection object, execute S. After that, connection, commit. I have to save, right? Whatever that changes is happening, it is happening in the memory, in the random access memory. It has to be transferred to the hard disk, something the permanent storage. Random access memory is a temporary memory storage. Something is happening, and that one has to be returned to the hard disk. Now I did. Now everything is saved. Now update successful. Now we'll run the program. Hmm? Which one is close? Hmm? Yeah, I have closed now. Connection I have created here, the same connection. Okay, connection you are on the, you want, okay, yeah. Connection, it is, is it, okay now? Update successful. There is no error. Because the string was giving the problem, we found out a best solution for us. Now no issues. Now we will go back to workbench and we will see what happened. It has been updated. Okay. Now this program, let me copy paste. These are all the two examples that is dealing with the somewhat concept related to exporting the data. Exporting the data to uh, MySQL server. Let me update the web. Uh, Gautami, now are you free experimenting the with MySQL? Gautami. Okay. Now the code is available here. Now the program is available. Okay. Again, we will go back and I will not change the spider window online. Just you see what is the next third program. It is about importing data between Python and pandas. Importing requires PD read SQL query. Read SQL query. Everything is same. Everything is same. Connection is created, but cursor is not created. Connection is created for exporting. You need cursor. For importing, you don't need cursor. Cursor is the blinking component in the screen. Similarly, in the memory where you are writing, some pointer is there. Who is maintaining the object is maintaining where you are writing the database. Something it is called as cursor. Now you have to, whenever you talk about importing data, you have to think about PD read SQL query. There are two parameters. One is connection parameter, another one is SQL query. SQL query. Now, let me take another example. Let me take another example. For this example also, all these things are same. All these things are same. And is there anything important here? Execute is not required. Commit is because we are not saving. We are retrieving. We are not writing. Writing is saving. Reading means importing is nothing but reading. Reading the data from the MySQL to Python. Writing means exporting. Python to MySQL server, reading, writing, export, import. That's what we are using the word. Okay. Now, connection anyway we have to close. In any case, we have to close. This statement is required for us. This statement is required for us. Now, in between, one important string is I can call it as select all from student. Got it now? And after that, the result will be available where? In a data frame. Now I can go like this. What they are doing? EMP. Print EMP. Print EMP. Now I'm also stood something I will create because it is a stood data. I will create an object called as stood. Now read SQL query. What is that? S. After that print. After that we have to close the connection. Yeah. Yeah, connection is not mentioned. S comma. What is the connection information also has to be supplied. What is the name of the user, password, which database you are talking about. All these things we have to supply. Now it is available. Now we read all the details. Now some connection DBA, some error message is coming. We don't need to worry about that. All the data that is required for us is displayed. If you see, obviously because we used PD pandas to read the data from the database, if you can see easily can understand that stud is an object we didn't create. Obviously it should be what type of object? Data frame object. To test that one, we can ask type of stud. What it says? Pandas core frame data frame. It is nothing but a data frame. So we can understand that whatever the object that you are creating with the help of read SQL query, it will automatically read the whole table. If it is 1,000 rows, what will happen? Obviously, 1,000 rows will be loaded into a single data frame. You can manipulate, and after that, you can do something. Now the question comes like this: Only I have to write a program for export, another program for import. No, you can mix it up. Some statement will be writing, some statement will be reading. Both are possible in a single program. That is also we can achieve. For simplicity reason, I am dividing the concept. But in real life, we are not going to divide. Only this program will do reading. Only this no. As and when we need, we will go accordingly. Now, now I'm going and I'm pasting that in WhatsApp. Python. This program also you can try it out. Okay. Now the next one, if you see in the slide, I'm not taking the slide programs. Just I'm taking the clue from them. What is the concept they are teaching? Yeah. Now, next program to retrieve all the tables from the database Sachin in data frame employee. What you can do? Show tables from Sachin. Only query has to be modified. Only query has to be modified. Now you see, I'm creating a new what it is called a script. Here, instead of select, I have to say show tables from student. You see, show tables from Sachin. But here it is student, not student. It should be what? It is not you knew. You knew. Now let me execute. What are the tables available? Student table is only one table available. Again, that result is also in the form of a table, and you can see the row index. You can see the automatically column index has been given, and it is also in the form of data frame object only. Data frame object only. Okay. Now this program also let me copy paste in WhatsApp. You please experiment executing various programs. If you want, you can explore the SQL language itself, and accordingly you can modify the query. The string has to be modified. That's it. Yeah. Now moving on. The next one is importing, exporting data between MySQL, Python, pandas using SQL Alchemy. SQL Alchemy database manipulation tool for Python used as a standalone library to manipulate relational databases. SQL Alchemy provide core Python-based SQL expressions and object-oriented Python-based ORM, object relational mapper. It also provide high-level declarative syntax ORM for simplicity. That first paragraph, whatever it is talking about, is all about relational database management system. For your simplicity, I can tell you SQL Alchemy is another kind of module. SQL Alchemy is another kind of module. Altogether, it is also giving various functionalities to access the database. Whatever the database system that we are accessing, it is usually called as relational model. Relational model, object oriented models are there, various models are there, but in worldwide today, which model is very popular? Oracle is supporting MySQL and MariaDB, whatsoever may be the database management system you take, what type of model it is supporting? It is supporting the relational model. This Alchemy is also, if you want, you can install PyMySQL. There is another package is there. Pip may install MySQL, SQL Alchemy. You can install this from the PowerShell. You can install from PowerShell. Now,
so how can we install PowerShell?
PowerShell is already available inside the
PowerShells are available, sir. How can we install these pip models?
No, the command is pip. If you are
Alchemy, how can we download?
no, pip command will automatically download. The command is pip install. Yes, you are right. Got it, na? Actually, pip command is the command. Instead of clicking and all, this is something command based. If you type the command, press enter means pip command will go to the server. It will pull the data and will install in your system. So pip is the command. Python package installer for Python. Pip means what? Package installer for Python, that is pip. What is the command? Install or uninstall or remove something, you can tell the pip command. It is usually it is install, and after that what is the package you have to mention. And also PyMySQL is another package you can use with the along with the SQL Alchemy. You can download that one and install in your local system, but don't go to Windows is also allowing you to start PowerShell. Don't go there because the path will be different. If you start the PowerShell from the Anaconda, Anaconda knows that you are trying to install a Python where it has to be properly installed. If you install from Windows PowerShell, because the program is same, environment is different. Environment is different. Anaconda will understand you are trying to install a package of Python, so which place it has to be properly installed. Don't go to Windows PowerShell. Both PowerShells are same, but environment is different. In Anaconda, by PowerShell is configured by Anaconda according to our requirement. So our life is easy. When we use that, the life is easy. Otherwise, you should know about DOS commands, disk operating system command. What is the command you have to type this one, that one. A lot of headaches are there. That's why I'm avoiding all these things. As much as possible, you have to give focus to understanding Python, not other extra stuffs. Okay, this is a simple program. You have to import data between Python, Pandas, and MySQL using SQL Alchemy. In the above program, MySQL is a root, PyMySQL colon root 123 at localhost slash Sachin. If you see this one, it is somewhat like web address. The SQL Alchemy is using altogether creating connection. The string is not same. It looks like what? If you forget about the first part, MySQL plus PyMySQL colon, if you remember, if you want to open Google, http colon slash slash www.google.com slash, that is the address. It is in this format. Root is the name of the user, colon, after that password at which computer name. Localhost is the name of the computer, slash name of the database. You understand the details?
Yes.
That is the detail. Now, how do you read? Read SQL command is there. Read SQL. Record, comma, connection. If you say record connection, it will read Sachin database, and it will display the details from the Sachin database. Uh, I explained you. Database in MySQL 123 is the password, username is root, etc. etc. MySQL using SQL based on specific columns. For example, read SQL record connection column equal to employee name. Only you need what? Column name. That one you can achieve in by means of query also you can achieve that one. For example, select roll number only means you can specify the name. Only roll number will be displayed. No, I need no first name also. Now two columns will be displayed. Similarly, this effect you can achieve with the help of what? This window is not visible to Gautami. Multiple windows are going on. Okay. Now you see importing data between Python, Pandas, and MySQL using SQL Alchemy, and on a specific columns. You can use columns equal to employee name. For your information, I can tell you a lot of packages are there because every enthusiast of Python, they want to create their own library and they will put it in the internet. Anyone can use. The MySQL Pandas library is the first that I tried to install was created by MySQL company. The second one, mysql.connector.python, was created and written in Python language itself. That was the one we are using now as of now. This is also something somebody has created. Multiple libraries are there. Which library, what? It may be the place where you are working, they may also decide using this package you develop. That is required for us. Something they can ask us. Okay. Importing data between Python, Pandas, and MySQL is based on a specific condition. Can you specify condition? Now, this one you can try it out. Instead of me typing, you can try it out. For example, I want to change this one program. Select all from where roll number greater than or equal, less than or equal to some value v. This value should be in which one? In curly brace. Format b equal to uh, some 300. Some 300. Let me change this window for Gautami also. Now you got the, now you observe this line. I have changed this one. Now what I'm saying, I don't need select all from student where something. I want to specify a different query altogether. Using where clause in SQL language, please don't forget whatever I am talking about the highlighted string values that I have separated that string from the, in our slides they have mixed up. I have separated the string from the rest of the code. Rest of the code is Python. The string concept is what?
Workbench.
No, it's structured query language. Language is a language like Python language. It is also a query language. Now let me execute this one and see the result. Roll number n is missing. Roll number like this is available, right? Now less than or equal to 300. Now I am saying less than or equal to 4 03 103. Three records are. So depending on the condition, you can create any type of queries. For example, everything is displayed, right? Roll number and everything. Now I can change the query here. Only roll number, comma, F name alone is required. Now only two columns are there. In the, based on the how much you change the query, accordingly the data frame will be created. Data frame will be created based on the query the way you have designed. Uh, you understood now? Just let me put it in this one as a copy so that you can experiment this one also. Now moving on. Uh, Exporting data between Python and MySQL using SQL Alchemy. Now what they are doing here, they are creating a connection, they are creating a data frame. What is the df command, data frame command? To SQL. To SQL. The function name is called as to SQL. Now you see, to SQL is the only difference comparing with the previous one. You know all the statements. You can understand all the statement. Now you are saying IPL connection equal to con, if exist replace. If exist means replace means if a database table with the name IPL available in the Sachin database. IPL name of the table is IPL. Database name is in this example Sachin. You replace the IPL table using the connection con object and you execute. Automatically what will happen? The data available in the data frame will be exported as a table to the database table, to the database. After execution of the program, MySQL database Sachin looks like this. Why? Because IPL table has been created. Whatever they are showing, the output is not from the workbench, it is from command prompt. This output is from command prompt, text based. Another example they have given, they have data frame. Now to SQL, if exist append, index equal to false. If exist means append command will make the existing table to add the rows, right? Already we know the concept of append. That is the only difference. Index is false means index values are not taken into consideration. Otherwise, the index value will be taken into consideration. You see, index equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. Is it available? Now in the next table, you see the output null, 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 null. There is no index value available because you are appending. You didn't create the table. You appended. Yeah. Original table is appended. Index value is gone. These are all the fundamental ideas related to pandas. So far, if you recall, whatever we discussed after starting NumPy and Pandas 1 and Pandas 2, all these concepts are related to data processing. It is related to the fundamentals of data science. How you are, from various sources, you are getting the data or you are sending the data, import, export. And if you recall, what are the facilities provided? In summary, I can say a lot of things we discussed. But in summary, you have to recall NumPy is providing us to create arrays, one dimensional, two dimensional, multi-dimensional. Using that object, we can do a lot. If you come to Pandas, Pandas is also providing several functions, methods in. Basically, what it is providing is three types of data structures. One is series, second one is data frame, third one is panel. Panel is advanced. If I have time, I will come back to the topic. As of now, just whenever you think about Pandas, Pandas is providing two powerful data structures. One is series, another is data frame. If it is a one dimension, we are going with series. If it is multi-dimensional, we are going with the data frame. So far, we didn't experiment lot of thing about multi-dimensional because we don't have such requirement. And also, in real life, most of the time, 90% of the problem is related to two-dimensional data processing. In this series, we have seen what are the CSV file we have seen, text-based file using Excel, how you can connect with Pandas. That is a single file. But what is the last topic that I covered is the complete ocean of data is connected with Python. If a Oracle or MySQL can be connected with Python, it can be written or read from the database means what is the meaning? Millions and billions of record you can read and write and you can process. So these are all the things we have seen. Now in our next class, what we are going to do is uh, whatever the data that we have collected, if I am giving you in the form of a table, it is not more fascinating. If you take the example of newspaper, every day you are seeing a cartoon. Political cartoons are there. Why are they giving political cartoon? What is the purpose? Why they can't? What is the? It is childish, right? Something drawing have like joke or like comedy making politicians. Something they are drawing. What is the main motive behind this cartoons in the political newspapers? Yes, okay. Imagining the concept. If I am talking about news, how will you interpret Vinay? By reading one by one. No, I'm asking cartoon why? Why cartoons in newspaper? Cartoons are for children. Cartoon channels are whom? It is one. It is not for adults, right? Again, cartoons are used for adults. What is the purpose? Tell me. Yes, Manoj. Easily understand. Yeah, one point. Easily understand. Okay. Gautami, if you want, you can also reply me. Why do we use cartoon in newspapers? Showing reaction. Okay, fine. Easily understanding, showing reaction. See, if I explain you 1 hour, 10 hour, if it is verbal, by means of words, if I explain you, It will not give you. Uh, Infosys is a company. It's 25% goes to the income goes to charity. 22% of their income goes to salaries. 50% again they are reinvesting into their business. 0.5% is spent on maintenance of their building. Something if I keep on explaining, it will not give you a clear picture. Simply I can draw a pie diagram. I can divide that. By seeing one picture, immediately it will catch. Our human brain and human mind is naturally like that. Instead of reading textual information, text-based information, if it is a picture, it will easily it can comprehend, understand. So every day they are drawing a cartoon because whatever is happening, the highlight of the news today, they will happily they will show you in a imagination, as you said, in their imagination by means of a cartoon. As soon as you see the cartoon, oh, this is what happening, immediately that headline will print in your mind. That is what the approach. Similarly, already we know that just we are going to do using Python, because images are some people are there naturally, the types of intelligence. Intelligence is not one type of intelligence, multiple intelligence are there. If you search what are the types of intelligence, some children are very intelligent to comprehend the image in fraction of second they will comprehend. Some are not intelligent to comprehend a very complicated image, but by reading 2 3 paragraph they can fraction of second they can comprehend. So the intelligence are different. So what we have to do, we don't know who the data is going to read. I cannot ask my user that what type of intelligence you have. It's not possible. Either I can present the data in the form of table, the results, the information can be presented, or otherwise graphically we can present. Graphically we can present. In your statistics or in your mathematics, you have studied various methods to represent the information, data interpretation by means of graph. Charts are there, charts. Bar charts are there. Pie diagram is there. Pie diagram is one circle is 100%. You can divide into multiple information. That type of chart. The next library that we are going to see is matplotlib. Matplotlib is having multiple modules. It is a package. It is a big package. Some of the modules we are going to take from the matplotlib. And for your information, again I'm telling you, matplotlib is the easier one that I'm introducing you. It doesn't mean that again in Python, as long as when it comes to Python, it is not a single package. If you want to represent the data not in figures, you want to represent the data in a pictorial representation in chart form, in a fraction of second you can create a chart. If you want a pie diagram, if you want anything, even you could have seen in Excel.
Yes, yes.
Excel cannot process millions of data. If that is the case, you have to come back to Python programming. Small data you can go with Excel. Whoever is working with data, not only they will be working with database and Python, they will also be working with tools like spreadsheet tools. Example is Excel. We should not think that everything I can do Python. If you are able to do 10 line of data entry and creating a chart, means go with Excel. Why are you writing a program? No, I have the complete data in a MySQL database. I have to retrieve the data. After that, I have to prepare a chart. Means Excel will not connect with the MySQL. It you have to go with, and you can ODBC open database connectivity is there. You can use that one to connect, but lot of complications are there. You're having some learning curve. Now, Matplotlib is not a single package. You have multiple packages to represent the data in the form of charts and diagrams. Charts and diagrams. Now, in my next class, that means today is Friday, right? Monday we are going to meet. Uh, Monday we'll start Matplotlib. Already the PDF has also been shared. In one day, in 1 hour, I will complete, because it is 2 to 3 line program. If you write to create a pie diagram, if you go through the PDF also, you can understand. Please go through and come to the class. Easily you can imbibe the topic. You want to represent the data in pie chart. What to do? You want to do a bar diagram or dotted lines, you know that x y axis, some
Yes.
in business a lot of charts are there. Even I don't know, hundreds of types of charts available in business. Because I'm a science student, even I'm not knowing everything. Probably Nasima, you are knowing when you are studying statistics, all types of charts. All type of charts you can create using standard library. You don't need to do any coding. You can retrieve the data from a CSV file or from a database, put it in a diagramic representation by means of few line of programming. Few line of programming. I was talking about not only Matplotlib, multiple libraries are there. Some fascinating commercial packages are also available, which can give you so beautiful images. People are, if you go to, for example, Enadu, something like that TV, you could have seen rotating 3D images, they will show the charts and all. Can we create? Yes, of course, possible. Simple means it is free. It is so complicated means we have to pay for the type of package. But again, learning curve you don't need. If you once understand any one library, the same concept you can apply to any library. Because computer is such a field, every day it is changing. Every day it is updated. Every day new inventions are happening. Because in within, say, for example, think about internet. In Berners-Lee in 1990, he invented the concept of World Wide Web. Whatever you are browsing and seeing the internet and all, World Wide Web came into existence in 1990. How many years back? 32 years. Even it is not a single generation. In your father, when he was probably where he was, it came into existence. Now, what is the reality of internet today? What is the reality of internet? It is explosive. It's information explosion. Sometimes they say information superhighway. How much you need, that much. Is there anything further to develop? Yes, of course, scope is there. But we think that it is unlimited now. Now itself we think that unlimited. Sometimes what happens, we are exhausted with the information, which is the right information, wrong information. Accuracy, authenticity is a problem for us. Which is the thing we have to use, exhaustive opportunities. Now in internet you go 1,000 companies, if you say I need a data science job, means 1,000 opportunities are coming. You are exhausted with everything. Such technologies are came into existence in a very short time. So, because you started learning some IT technology, please don't forget, if I teach Matplotlib, it is not, tomorrow it is not going to be the same Matplotlib. They could have done a lot of improvements. Whenever improvement happens, it doesn't mean that your life is becoming difficult. Please don't forget this philosophy of improvement. Always things could have been done easier. Things could have been done easier. That's why they are improving. That's why they are updating. So you don't think that everything rapidly computer field is changing means, is it difficult? No. Once, only one language in my lifetime I learned in my university days. When I was studying my first degree, I was studying the C language. Based on the concepts of the C language, I learn whatever I'm teaching now today, whatever I'm for my earnings, whatever I'm teaching, all the technologies are self-studied based on the knowledge what I gained from learning C language. If you ask me MySQL, how do you know? I didn't go to, I self-studied because I know programming. If you ask me how do you know Python, I self-studied. If you ask me COBOL language, if you ask me Basic, Photon, whatsoever maybe you are asking, whatever I know, I'm aware of. I'm not saying that I'm very 100% perfect, I'm very expert, no. Whatever I'm doing, I'm also a student of computer science. Nobody can claim that they are very super expert in computer. No, it's not possible as such, because it is very ocean, ocean of knowledge is there now today. So, what I'm saying, I taught you some advanced technologies like NumPy, Pandas. Now I'm going to teach you more Matplotlib. You have to keep on updating. What are the new changes are happening? Usually in the Pandas website, in the NumPy website, in Matplotlib website, they will update you. Now we have released a new version. In this version, this things has been modified. You have to keep on updating the knowledge. If you are not updating the knowledge, you are outdated. What will happen? Why you are saying he is old man? Why you are saying he is old man? You think that he is not modern. He is not up to date. If you are get irritated, somebody in technological field also they will be get irritated with you because you didn't update your knowledge. You are not up to date. So updating is a philosophy. Updating is a ethical duty of IT professionals, and every day we are learning. Even if you ask me, I'm a teacher of Python. Most of the time, I think for every subject, I'm a student because everything something is updated. I have to learn that. Tomorrow, if I have to teach, for example, I was teaching C++ pointer concept. Now, when they introduced recently, when I started learning from C to C++, I know pointer concept, something called as pointer concept. After that, when I started to learn C++, I confused. There is some pointer concept. Same concept is something available like reference concept. What is that? I have to learn. I'm a student. It is not update. Maybe the button is problem. Okay, friends. These are all the concepts. Something that I was trying to share. And in our next class, we will start in one class. We will be finishing the Matplotlib. After that, I'm planning for object-oriented programming. Whatever the objects you are creating, already created, you are using. How you can create your own. That is a wider topic. I will give all the key points to you. You can explore all the possibilities you can develop based on objects. For that one, we will wait for Monday, and please complete all the exercises of Pandas 2 also. Thanks for joining.